Hello, everyone. My name is Zion from Arbor Records, A2 Records, and I'm here with Maxrapswell. So please introduce yourself, Maxrapswell, a friend of mine.
Hello, my name is Maxrapswell. I'm an artist that's currently living in Farmington Hills, and I really enjoy making all types of music, but specifically rap is what I am the most comfortable with at this moment.
Good to know. Great. So, Max, how did you really get interested in music and why did it become important to you? Like, what led you to being a rapper or artist or musician, whatever you want to call
Well, growing up, we always listen to music in my house. While my mom's cleaning, she listens to music. I used to go to a church in Pontiac, and their worship music, I don't know, it would actually make you feel more energized or more I don't know, happier and stuff like that. So growing up, I noticed that music can make you feel a certain type of way, whether you want to or not. It has that power. So that always interested me, and I wanted to see if I could make it myself. And so going through school, whenever we had a project or something, I would choose, if we had the creative choice to make a song about whatever we had to do, I would choose to do that. And then from there, I realized like, okay, this is a lot of fun. And so
it.
when I was around like, I don't know, 13 or 12, I started writing, like taking it more seriously and trying to write my own whole entire songs. And my family's super supportive, so every time we'd have a holiday, like let's say Christmas or like whenever we got together, I'd perform for them. And so that's kind of how this happened. Hmm.
Gotcha. That's cool. So, yeah, about the power of music, I find that interesting because my friend, I actually know you know him, Caleb, was posting something on Facebook about how music is therapeutic. And I think specifically with your music, correct me if I'm wrong, being centered really around the Christian faith, music being therapeutic would be something that, even though it goes along with all music, would be specific to your genre and the music that you make because it's literally centered around the faith. So, why did you decide to make Christian music and what effect do you want that to have on others?
Okay, so why I decided to make Christian music is because I feel like the rap genre right now, it is a lot of negativity. And like growing up, my mom always was like, don't play that in this house. And I grew up listening to a lot of rappers that um I don't know, it wasn't always positive and inspiring, but I just like the music. And sure, I try not to think too much about what they're actually saying and just enjoy the flow and enjoy the beat. But then I wanted to be able to provide something for people that, like me, like don't curse, um and don't really enjoy all the negativity that comes with rap music. So I'm trying to create a positive outlet for these people, that and my music, I'm hoping that like the whole family can listen to, whole family can enjoy. So what I do is I write about what I am familiar with, which I wasn't like, I grew up in Pontiac, but I wasn't like a street kid. And I know like what I know the church, and I know my relationship with God. So that's what I'm comfortable talking about in my rap music. Whereas like someone like I don't know, Lil TJ, or like all these people that are rapping nowadays, or um King Von, rest in peace, like what he knew was what he was rapping about. And so I have so much respect for those people, and they're just rapping about what they know and what they've been through. So that's cool, but that's not what I've been through. So that's why a lot of my stuff is centered around the Christian faith, because that's just what I'm familiar with. And sure, I can branch out of it and make positive music about anything, but a lot of my stuff, every single one of my songs, you'll hear the name God mentioned, just because he's a part of everything I do.
So what guided your music taste to rap? I'm assuming that you've always liked rap music, but what specifically like has drawn you to rap?
Um, so I think that rap music is I think that it's like poetry, and growing up in English class we'd always look at poetry and give it so much respect, and when I listen to rap music that's what I hear. So I don't know, I was always really fascinated by all the rhyming words people would use, and like if I ever heard something that I never thought of before, I would just my mind would be blown. Also hip hop dance, I think that's one of the most fun dance categories to you know, to do. So that was another reason why I've always gravitated towards rap music, is because it's fun for me to dance to. I also love dancing to like EDM and like crazy stuff like that, but you'll hear some of that in my new music, um how I try to make it more hip hoppy than rap, because I feel like rap, the beat itself, um it's not gonna force you to feel some type of way. A lot of times, if you listen to a beat, they are kind of repetitive. So if you're just listening to the instrumental, it's not gonna convey a certain type of emotion. But in the hip hop beats, they'll have like a certain like and then like it makes you want to start bouncing up and down and jumping around. So I'm gravitating towards a few hip hop songs. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna do like trap rap music anymore, because that is what I love to do. That's a lot of fun for me. But yeah, what gravitated me towards rap is the poetry behind it, and I don't know. I growing up, it was easy for me to write rap music. So since it was easy for me, that's what I'm best at. That's what I did. I'm not like too proud of my work. Like not too like I don't know. There's a difference between having pride and then having like this ego where you think that your all your stuff is fire. Like, but that's one of the ones where I'm like proud of some of the lyrics in there. So I'm always happy when, because what I realized is that um I shouldn't be making music for everyone else to enjoy. I need to make music that I enjoy, because if you make music that you enjoy, you're just like a whole bunch of people out here. There's a lot of people like you on this earth, then they'll love it too. But if you're just trying to guess what the majority of people want to hear, your guess is going to be wrong. But you can be confident in whether or not you like your own music. And if you're confident, then there's going to be other people like you that like it. So that's what I'm working at now, is to make a song that I love. And I'm going to the studio this Friday to make a song that I really love.
One last question. You said you grew up in Pontiac.
Hmm.
So do you think growing up in Pontiac, other than the church in Pontiac, or it can be about the church in Pontiac, but do you think that has any influence on your music? Because I know in rap music, like where you're from is
Hmm.
typically a big deal. So,
Yeah, it did. I don't know. Growing up, um, it was like on Brooks Road, I had so many friends that we would go outside, and since we're not in like the richest of areas, we would like have fun with what we had outside. And like if one person got, let's say, put together some um like dirt bike with one of them lawnmower things, then they would share it with the whole street. And it's like, and we would have like airsoft wars my mom wouldn't want me to have, but like stuff like that. It's like um I don't know, it was really, I was growing up with a lot of people that uh like I don't know, that were all different races, that were all different um educations, and just all different personalities. So I think it cultured me, and I like I wouldn't have wanted to grow up anywhere else, because we actually did have like a big yard, so we were always outside, and it was a lot of fun. Um, and then I don't know, like you don't realize it when you're there, but like there was certain things like you have to be back home when the street lights turn on and stuff like that, where you are being cautious and safe, to make sure that you're not at the wrong place at the wrong time. But like the overall experience from living in Pontiac, I really enjoyed it. Like it was so much fun. The like right when I moved to Farmington, I'd still have friends in the neighborhood, but it was like it was it was different. It was like um I don't know, it was more like families, whereas it was just us kids in Pontiac because like you wouldn't really be going into other people's houses that often because everybody had a different situation going on at home. So we would just be out in the street playing, building ramps, doing stuff like that. It was a lot of fun growing up in Pontiac.
Yeah, I sort of get what you're saying because I grew up in Southfield and my mother grew up in Detroit, and she always tells me about basically like all the kids in the neighborhood playing together. And
Hmm.
and just sort of like being free. It almost sounds like, I don't know, like the whole entire neighborhood, the whole entire block was y'all's playground.
It was, yeah, we'd be like, we would always have enough people to like play a football game or do this or do that. Whereas now it's like, oh, you got that one friend that lives in the neighborhood, like y'all link up, go play video games or something. But yeah.
Oh yeah, but also in those areas, it's like everybody knows their neighbors, and like I mean, I generally know neighbors, but I feel like in the suburbs it's a different dynamic because in the neighborhood, like people know their neighbors. Here, like I mean, well, I'm not saying where I live, but like we got one neighbor, they don't really want to be bothered. Like you say, hey, they like hey,
Hmm.
and go back in
Yeah.
their house. Like it's not like you know. But how would you say specifically that influenced your
My
music?
music, T Grizzly, he's been like one of my inspirations, which is weird because he doesn't really rap that positive all the time and stuff like that. But I think his energy and his the way that his beats and his lyrics come together, it sounds really good. So, um, and then he's also from Pontiac, so it's like uh growing up, I always thought like, okay, well, if he's um able to like claim the city in this way and like and flip his experience and turn it into something like beneficial for him, then I can take my experience growing up and share it with the world and they'll also think it's pretty cool. So but as far as Pontiac actually shaping my lyrics, I think my dad like we were he was working as a police officer or a detective or something, and he's African American, and he's like really, I don't know, supportive and super. Uh, he's just a great person. He's like exactly how I want to be when I grow up.
Mm.
Like he's a great guy. So having that type of guidance from my father kind of, I don't know, and he's from Chicago, so he's like, I don't know, his personality I feel like had more of an impact on me than um the city of Pontiac itself, but they both go hand in hand because like I don't know, you go outside and then you come home to your family. So I had a good family, still do, and a good city, and so yeah.
So, who's an artist or producer that you'd like to work with in the future, and who's an artist or producer that we should listen to other than yourself?
Oh, that's a good question. So somebody that I would like to work with in the future would be like like I said, um, would be T Grizzly if I can make a song with him, because he does have like a Christian rap song on one of his albums, so I know he can do it. I would just have to ask him specifically, like, hey, make sure no cursing in this one, this and that.
Who?
But
Wait, what? Christian? I'm so sorry. What Christian song does T Grizzly have? Because I have to hear this.
I think it's called, okay, so it's called Way Up or something. Let me check. Okay, so he's still, okay, Wake Up featuring Chance the Rapper. And it's not really like specifically Christian, but I know he can do it. So but anyway, like growing up I always thought, oh, I'd want a song with Drake, but honestly I'd rather have a song with like A Boogie with a Hoodie, or because um yeah. But anyway, let me answer the second half because you said, or who should you guys listen to? So D Smoke, um, he speaks Spanish in his music, and he is pretty religious as well. And I really think he's super talented. If Oh, another rapper, I think Koye, he's really good. He's super lyrical, and someone just made this song where they're going back. It's called "We Paid" or something, where they're like, yeah, 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 we paid.
42 Doug and Lil Baby.
So they go back and forth, and it's really cool. So like, I think me and Koye could do something like that. Um, but yeah, he's really good. So I guess tap into him if you're trying to look up some up and coming artists that are actually gonna be something, you know.
Yeah.
But D Smoke is a really good guy that's already famous if you haven't heard anything from him.
All right. Is there anything else that you would like to share?
Um, so I just um well, maybe I could do like this little rap thing, because you know how on the TV, on the radio shows, they'll have like the artist doing a little freestyle or something.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be honest, like I'm not the greatest freestyler, so I just wrote up something small, and uh I hope that it's okay.
Go for it.
Here we go. So before I end this whole thing, I just want to say that my name is Maxrapswell. So obviously you're gonna hear rap in all my music, but I am trying to get better and work on my singing capabilities, just so that if I ever wanted to, or if I ever got the confidence to, I can make a slow ballad and stuff like that. So uh, here's a short little kind of freestyle, but it's written down obviously. But everything I do, I just want to say this too. Everything I do is my work. Every word you hear out of my mouth comes from me and God, obviously. But like, I really hate that idea of like using technology to help write music, because there are apps out there like that'll generate rhyming words and stuff like that. Never would I ever use an app like that. Like, because that's just, I don't know. How can you be proud of something like that if you didn't create it? So everything I do just comes straight from here. Everything I rap, like I also don't like getting help with my music or anything like that. I would write for other people in the future, but nobody will ever write for me. That's just how I am. All right, here we go. I built up my tolerance, so there ain't nothing that's bothering me. No heat in my jeans, just $1 in these. No beef in between, we just slaughtering beats. It's a feast with the fam and the fathers with me. I'm free, got no plans, that's the toddler in me. Can't peep what you see less you taller than me. Thanks to my sleep, he keeps watering me. Well, I'ma just say this, like, bro, you so impatient, like, bro, out of this phase, it's vital that you don't stay this way. There's a lot of pretty girls trying to sway this way, and a lot of other plays we can make. Just wait, working real late, so we pray that it pays off. Working all day, so we ain't getting laid off. So there's a short little rap, just cause. And then like seriously, I just want to say thank you. It's been fun sitting and talking about it, because I don't a lot. So this is cool.
No, thank you. And tell the people, please, where they can follow you and where they can stream your music.
Okay, so on YouTube, if you look up Maxrapswell, um, then I have this channel where I put out all my music, some lyric videos, and that's where you can go to find everything. And then, like, if you like a song, then look it up, look up the name of the song and my name on iTunes or Spotify or whatever, and it should show up. It's like we put all my stuff out on every streaming platform, except some stuff I'm still working on. So if you hear a song on YouTube and you don't see it on iTunes, that's because it's still kind of in the works. But yeah, check my YouTube for sure. My Instagram at Maxrapswell. I'm gonna start posting more on there, not just specifically about music, but just you know, um, about life and other fun stuff that I do. I like to flip and I like to dance and um, what else do I like to do? A lot of stuff. But rap's obviously my main focus. So I'm really happy that if you guys like my music, and just stay tuned if you're on the fence about it and you don't see anything you like my next song is going to be really good. It's a whole different energy. It's going to be called My Favorite Song. I have a song called My New Song already. So like I tell people, hey, have you heard my new song? And they're like, no, what's it called? And I'm like, it's called My New Song, and it's actually kind of old now. But but for this one, it's gonna be my favorite song because I think it's that good. It deserves the title. So you can only have one my favorite song. So this is gonna be that. And uh, but I'm gonna just gonna keep getting better. And thank you for your time and for doing this and choosing me. And because this at the end of the day is motivation and affirmation. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing or conveying the message that I want to convey.